What's up, you guys? Good morning. I'm here to give you guys a quick little review on this Intratec Tec-22. I was shooting it up at the range last weekend, and it was quite a bit of fun. I just wanted to give you guys a good review on it. I noticed online some people that were giving them reviews saying they were unreliable, this, that, and the other, that they were having feeding issues. And I think we figured out why they have feeding issues, and I think we figured out an easy solution as to how to solve that problem. And I'll show you details that here in just a minute. But without further, here's the Tec-22. It is considered a pistol. It's very small, lightweight. It's polymer construction, stamped steel, and not the best materials, but in an apocalyptic situation, I believe it's actually probably one of the best handguns you could have as like a backpack side piece. Easy to disassemble, so you just push this button back here in the back, lift up here, and then you would pull this little charging handle back a little bit, and then you just pull this whole piece out. And that's literally about as complicated as it gets. Past that, that's literally it. There's nothing else to take apart on it. It is rim fire, so you just put that back in, close the lid, seal it up, and you're good to go. Easy to clear jams. Some people I've heard, like I said, say they have feeding issues with it. I have a feeling a lot of that has to do with this. We noticed that whenever this magazine would end up back like this, it would jam. So you see that little bit of play right there? So when it ends up like that, what ends up happening, and I'll show you here, so it's angled back like this. We'll charge it, and you'll notice it's not feeding it in. It's jamming it against the nose of the bullet, against the bottom of the barrel. And I don't know if I can get my light, if I can get enough light in there. There you go. So you can see where it's just jamming the bullet against the bottom of the barrel. Now obviously that's not good. However, like I said, it has a lot to do with the angle of this magazine. So if you put it in and you lock it back, it angles the bullet downwards towards the bottom of the barrel. Now I will show you how I figured out a good solution to it. And it's very simple. So you take that out, you do that. Now again, you notice it destroys the tip of the bullet, like destroys it. I mean, compared to one of the new ones, you can see how flattened that tip is. Now, I mean, I've still shot them after they've been kind of chewed up like that. They'll still shoot, but the tip of the bullet is highly deformed. So if you put the magazine in, like you did the first time, okay? But again, there's that little bit of play in the magazine here. It like jiggles back and forth. If you have it back like that, it causes these jams. But if you have it forward, watch. It'll chamber just fine. Boom. No problem. It has to do with the position of the magazine. As weird as that does sound, it actually seems to have a whole lot to do with it. And you know, again, you can see the comparison of the two bullets. The one on the right here was the one that got slammed against the nose, and the one on the left is the one that just chambered fine. And I can do that over and over and over, as long as the magazine is tilted outwards. If the magazine gets tilted back, you can almost see right here, that's not flush. To whereas if you were to straighten it, now it sits a bit more flush in there. That's where the problem comes in, is that there's wiggle room in the magazine, and that's what's causing it to jam. Because as long as it stays out like that, I'll go ahead and cycle through a couple just loading it here. So again, magazine out. See? And they all just feed just fine. No problem. All feed just fine. it's the magazine. When this magazine gets angled backwards, it jams. Forward, it doesn't. Past that, it's actually very reliable and very accurate at that. Compared to my SIG P365 here, it definitely lacks in the accuracy, or definitely succeeds in the accuracy. And I think a lot of it has to do with like the scale of the bullet to the size of the barrel. If you look at the size of that bullet compared to the length of the barrel, it's actually a pretty decently long barrel for a tiny little projectile. To whereas this, you know, it's only about yay long for the barrel. The projectile is about yay fat. It's a very short barrel in scale size compared to this. I was planking shit easy from, you know, 50 to 75 yards-ish with this. And I mean, I was hitting almost every shot. You can watch the videos, like I said, you can hear the steel ringing in the background. It's a pretty quiet gun. And you can definitely hear the steel ringing in the background almost every shot. And it's just accurate. I mean, you know, shot placement is everything with 22. You know, it's not going to have the stopping power of a 9mm or, you know, a 40 or even a 45 for that matter. But you're going to have a lot more accuracy, and shot placement is everything with these little guys. You know, I can't stress enough how I do believe that this gun is reliable. It just has to do with your magazines. Have your magazines in the wrong position, you're going to have feeding issues. As long as you feed it properly, you're going to have no issues. You're going to have a reliable 50 shot, one clip, one magazine. You can't argue with it. It's honestly a solid piece. Like I said, in an apocalyptic situation where, you know, weight matters, you know, how much ammunition you're going to be able to carry matters, you know, in your backpack. You don't want to take up too much space. You want something that's going to be, you know, obviously you'll probably still carry your handgun on your side or whatever, but this is like a perfect backpack side piece. You know, you got a large capacity magazine, so like I said, you're not counting out your shots. You know, you just shoot until your target's down, and then you move on to the next. And you know, like I said, 50 rounds are actually really easy to load. There's really not a lot of spring tension in there, so it's not like you're fighting it. You know, you don't have to, you know, try to wrestle with reloading it. It's simple, easy, quick. And that's the Tec-22, guys. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see any more videos, just let me know. Till then, have a good one.